Welcome back. The second wave of U.S. shale revolution is on the way. The U.S. set to become a net petroleum exporter within 2 years, according to the International Energy Agency. Joining us now is Lipow Oil Associates President Andy Lipow. Great to see you, Andy. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Maria. Thanks for having me.
That's a big deal, the net exporter of energy. Tell us how that changes the dynamic for the U.S. in terms of what we'll be buying from overseas markets and selling.
Well, it's a very big deal for the U.S. So to put things in perspective, the U.S. oil production is exceeding 12 million barrels a day, making us the #1 world oil producer. But in addition, we're producing another 5 million barrels of natural gas liquid. So we don't really talk about that very much, but that goes into petrochemical manufacture. What's happening is with this increase in oil production, our imports of oil is going down. That makes us a more powerful person to be reckoned with on the oil market. It tends to keep oil prices at reasonable levels.
Andy, this IEA report says net oil producer within 2 years. Aren't we already close to being a net oil producer, exporter right now? I mean, I think there was a week last in December where we exported more than we imported, and the national data suggests that we were close to it in December for the month as a whole.
Well, it is, and that's a reflection of the fact that we still continue to import crude oil, but our refining industry has grown to make us a large exporter of gasoline and diesel. So the net difference between imports and exports has now swung into the export favor.
Andy, when will we be completely self-sufficient in terms of the energy we produce?
Well, if we think about it as crude oil and natural gas, we're really approaching that right now because we are producing so much natural gas, not only for domestic consumption, but for the export market. You look at all these pipelines delivering natural gas to Canada and Mexico, as well as the liquefied natural gas facilities on the Gulf Coast. We really have swung, I think, pretty close to being a net energy exporter.
So these Green New Deal proposals, specifically the one from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, it would basically destroy all of that, would it not?
Well, it certainly has a big impact on fossil fuels, but you have to ask yourself on the new Green Deal, where is that energy going to come from? Because the consumer is still demanding affordable energy. And if we just are translating the energy from oil to electricity, that power has to come from somewhere, most likely natural gas electricity generation. And we're going to have to put in transmission facilities to get it from the power market to the consumer.
It's going to come from unicorns riding little stationary bicycles. That's where it's going to come from. Sorry.
Well, you certainly see a lot of local opposition to building more transmission lines, whether it's transmission lines, say, into Long Island or across Texas or even across Arkansas and Louisiana. You see public opposition to building more wires that are overhead, so it makes it more difficult to transition to an electrical type of energy source.
All right, we'll leave it there. Andy, great insights. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Andy Lipow joining us there.